what's going on, guys? This is your boy CharlesISanimeWorld, and welcome to my review of Food Wars, Episode 5, Season 4. Let's get into this. Now, the difference between my reviews and others is that with my reviews, I'm going to give you the review from a manga reader's perspective without spoiling you and showing you the differences between the anime and the manga, okay? At the same time, I will not be spoiling you, so you guys can sit back and enjoy it and just know the difference yourselves without having to read it. Now, overall, this was a great episode. It really did the manga justice. It really did. The only thing that I have to say is that with these episodes is that they're jumping everywhere in the manga. Like, they're not telling it the way that the manga told it. They're jumping from chapter to chapter. Like, the first part of this episode takes place in chapter 240, and then that's it. Then when it comes to Takami's battle with Hazan, that jumps all the way back to chapter 233. Do you see what I mean? Like, the differences of what's going on here. Like, the episode started with chapter 240, just that one chapter, and then it went backwards to chapter 233 after the whole Megami and Momo battle. It's jumping everywhere. But let's get into this. We're here to talk about, the greatness, also known as Shokugeki no Soma. And I have to have 2 volumes out because, like I said, it jumps. It really does. Now, let's start off with the first thing that the anime kind of missed. Basically, let's talk about what the anime did right. When you had the Megami being represented as a boxer, and Megami did the Dipsy roll, Hajime no Ippo, I like that. But I have to admit, the anime missed out on a really good moment in the manga. Basically, right here, when Megami was peeked her eye up, and she actually looked at it and saw her name was up there. Again, it was a really good moment, but the anime kind of missed out on just the importance and the feel of that. I mean, they tried their best, but the manga just made it feel much more better. Let me go to the next page and see. It's just that overall looking that her name was up there. You know, it made it feel that much better, and just the manga kind of missed out on, the anime kind of missed out on that a little bit. Like, it didn't get that feeling, but that's just a little tidbit, nothing really important. But that just goes to show you guys, that's the end of the first part, because like I said, it's crazy. The first part of this episode took place in chapter 240. Now, for the rest of the episode, if you want to read the rest of the chapters for this episode, you have to go back to chapter 233 and read chapters 233 all the way through chapters 238. Yeah, exactly. It's crazy, okay? Now, the one thing that I do have to say is that the anime added Megami fan service, and that's not really a big thing. I don't mind, but it really did, because when they tasted Hazan's dish, Soma was the only one that stripped. There was no Megami strip, and then it cut right back to Alice as well. There was no Megami strip. The anime just added Megami for fan service because it's Megami, and we want to see Megami. Well, you get it. You get it. I'm not complaining. That's actually a good thing. The anime did good by doing that. But I'm just showing you that there was never any Megami fan service as well. You can go back to the page, the previous page right before it, when they're tasting it. And they taste it, and Soma actually tastes it. Megami doesn't even taste it, actually. That's another thing as well. You just see Soma taste it. Megami doesn't taste it. So there was no Megami foodgasm or anything of that nature. Also, when it comes to Alice as well, something that the anime did, the anime made it seem comedic when Alice was talking about, the taste buds that she had on her lab coat. In the anime, they made it seem comedic, like she couldn't get off her lab coat. But in the manga, as you see right here, she took her lab coat off just fine, made it look sexy as always Alice does. Because, she's Alice, but the anime wanted to make it kind of goofy for some reason. I don't know as well. Also, I don't want to say that the anime missed this, and I'm going to put a little asterisk by this, because the way that the anime is doing is jumping around everywhere from part to part. So they could cover this next week, but at the same time, me telling you this really isn't a spoiler or anything of that nature. I promise you guys it's not. But if they don't do it, I have to admit the anime missed out on a Takumi flashback. Takumi had a flashback to where he was learning, different skills when he was during Stagiaire week. He was learning new techniques and such. Again, I don't know if the anime is going to cover this because they're skipping everywhere. I don't know, but if they don't, I would say it's a shame that the anime didn't get this flashback because this is a great flashback, and obviously the ladies will love the Takumi fan service as well. So again, they may cover this next week. I don't know. It's a possibility they may skip it because it really wasn't that important to the story, but it was just something that I feel that needed to be shown as well. That there actually was a flashback, and that'll do it, guys. Hey, that's been my review of Shokugeki no Soma, Food Wars Season 4, Episode 5. Overall, it was a damn good episode. It did the manga justice. It's just that it's jumping around everywhere. I mean, like literally, it's just hopping around from chapter to chapter because I guess that JC staff wants to tell it a different way from the manga. I don't know, and it wants a different format or something. I don't know. I don't know why it was so important to have Megami go first and Takumi go second. When in the manga, I believe Megami went first, and then Takumi. No, yeah, Takumi went first, and then Megami went second. I don't know why. I don't know why they had to change it up. Who knows? But hey, that'll do it. Thank you guys so much. I will catch you guys next week for another review. And hey, sayonara, suckers.